unmute yourself and let me know. And let's go my view. And then I'm putting you on gallery view so that I can check you out, but there is no requirement to have you. Oh, there's Deborah too. Okay, cool. To have gallery view going. All right, guys. And then I sent Remedy Bar 75. If you want to groove to the same tunes, I will be listening to over here. Also, you can listen to whatever you feel free. Okay, cool. Let's get this show on the road. Come on, find yourself in the center of your space. Take your feet nice and wide so you feel strong and powerful. And let's take a few breaths together. Big inhale. Exhale, reach out and away. Let's do it again. Big inhale. Good. Exhale out and away. One more time. Big juicy breath. Exhale, bend your knees, pull your booty back, and set your hands onto your thighs. Cat-cow here. Big inhale, roll open cow. Exhale, push the thighs away, tuck chin and tailbone, kitty cat. A couple more times. Just let yourself undulate through your vertebra. Inhale. Exhale, scoop, and lift the back of the ribs up towards the sky in your calf. I'm going to do that a few more later on in class again. Inhale, legs and open. Exhale, lift the back bottom ribs up towards the sky in your cat. And then stand all the way up, unravel. Inhale, your arms out to the side. Exhale, increase at the hips. Forward fold. All right, be nice to yourself, friends. We've been sitting a lot, so maybe those hamstring, glutes, and low back are tight. Feel free to grab any supports, your roller, a chair, if you want to put your hands on something, and start to bend your knees. And as you lengthen, think of resisting at the backs of the knees, pushing the heels into the floor, and tipping the sits bones up towards the sky. Do a few bend and re-extends here at your own pace, opening up to the hamstrings, inner thigh, maybe even the low back. As you lengthen, think too about dripping the ribs away from your pelvis. Inhale as you bend, exhale and lengthen. All right, then as you're here, let's do a spiral stretch. Go ahead, tuck your hips over to the right, push your left hand down to the floor and inhale that right arm up. Let your right ear drape away from your right thumb and start to rotate through your right wrist. Spread through the fingers as you do so, and then pause. Inhale, reach to the heel of your hand. Let the crown of your head drip even further to the floor. And as you exhale, cartwheel that arm forward, forward, forward. Float it on down, spiral stretch other side. Tick-tock hips to the left. Push your right hand down. Inhale, left arm up. Let that left ear drip away from your left thumb and start to rotate through your left wrist. Breathe big into the back of your ribs. Take a big inhale. Reach to the heel of your hand. As you exhale, cartwheel that arm forward, forward, forward. Come back to center, guys. Bend your knees and turn your toes out. Keep your knees bent, but then stack your torso up over your pelvis. Yeah, here we are. We found ourselves in our second position. Take your left arm up and come into a nice side bend. Now, take your right hand to the bottom part of your left ribs and hug them into your abdominals. Maybe sink your hips a little lower. And then rotate the left ribs towards the floor. So you hunt out a stretch in the back of your body on your lat, and on a good day, maybe even down into your QL. Sometimes I like to grab a door frame and pull on it gently. So if you can imagine that here, you might get a deeper stretch. And then open yourself back out to your side bend. And then pull that left elbow into your back pocket. Good. Take it over to your side bend. And then use your core to pull that left elbow into your pocket. Take it over 2 counts. And then in for 2. Maybe right arm joins as both arms reach. And then pull it back in. You got it. Take it over for 2 and in for 2. Nice. You guys, you can stay right here. You're building heat in your lower body, or feel free to layer on some weight transfer. You're going to pick up that left toe. You lift it up and then put it back down. Good. One more slow and then put it back down. Maybe go faster. Lift it up and down. Lift it up and down. Now maybe that left toe floats off the floor. Big starfish shape and down. Lift it up and down. Good. Nice, guys. Now find the rhythm, find the pace that feels good for you, but then think about the quality of your movement, right? You're going to reach beyond the confines of your toes, beyond the confines of your fingers. You're going to try to sink a little bit lower each time. You got 6. Go 5, 4. This is 3. Last 2. Last 1, meet back in that second position. Take that left arm, side bend up and over, and then draw that left knee down to the floor or down towards the floor, and then let it set there. Find your square lunge. Take your hands on top of that front right quadricep. Pull the quadricep away, tuck your chin, and then just like you did in cat, lift the back of the ribs up towards the sky. Take a big inhale. Exhale, pull that thigh bone away from you. Pull the front floating ribs up and in. And then squeeze that back left butt. Why not, right? And then inhale, unfurl. Take your right leg back behind you and float your forearms down to the ground. Walk your knees back. Find a plank and either on your knees, curl your toes underneath you, press down to the balls of your feet, or lengthen those legs away from you. Okay, we're gonna start with a simple plank hold, and then we're gonna go into side plank. So push your forearms into the floor and hug your elbow points towards one another. Then press your shoulders away from your ears and reach long to the crown of your head. Lower your hips down 1 inch. Good. Yes, I saw that. Nice, you guys. Tether the navel deeper towards your spine and hold here for 10. 9, you can do your own count. Keep pressing the shoulders away from your ears. Last 4, 3, 2, on 1, take right fingertips towards your left forearm and then open up your chest. And maybe lift that left arm up towards the sky. If this feels like sci-fi on your toes, take your knees to the floor. And if you need more support with your hands, take that in front of you on the floor, okay? Now, from here, let's lift those hips up. Lift them up for 2, lower down for 2. Maybe the arm floats over the head. Yes, I see you, good. That's it. Float it over and then back down. Let's do 4 more. And then back down. Let's do 3 more. I see you, good, 2 more. And then back down. Last one. Come on back down, guys, and then try to be as smooth as possible as you return to your plank. Take both forearms to the floor. Push the floor away. Tether the navel up and in. And enjoy the stillness and the heat building in your body. You got 10 more counts. Take big inhales. Exhale, press the shoulders away. Pull the navel up and in. This is 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Take the knees to the ground, toes together, knees wide. Press back, big breath in child's pose. Take a big inhale, exhale. Then use your abdominals. Come up onto all fours. Step your right foot in between your hands. Curl the left toes underneath you and lengthen to the back leg. Turn to face forward into a wide angle forward fold. Bend your knees. Turn your toes out to 10 and 2 and scoop through the abdominals. You upright your body, finding second position again. Right arm, lift it up and over. Left hand to the lower right ribs. Hug them into the abdominals. And then keep hugging them in as you roll the right ribs towards the floor. Hunt out a stretch in the right lat, maybe down to your right QL. Imagine pulling on a door frame maybe to help deepen that stretch. And then open back up into your side stretch and then pull that right elbow into your back pocket. Good. Now reach that right arm up and over to your side bend. I'm trying to avoid the chandelier here and then take it up and over. Pull it back in. Maybe left arm joins the party. Take it up and over. Recruit your core, pull back in. Maybe go up to weight transfer and then pull it back in. Good. Weight transfer. You want to pick up the pace? Let's go faster. Pick it up, put it down, and reach and lower. Go reach. Maybe go batma. Take the leg up, whoop, and down. Take it up and down. Take it up and down. Now, as you reach, get a little longer each time. Maybe that leg lengthens even further. Maybe you sink deeper into your second position. Take it up and down. Take it up. Notice if those ribs flared out in front of you and recommit to containing them, embedding them into the abdominals. You got 6. You go 5. This is 4. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it on the down. Drop the right knee to the floor and set it on your mat or the ground. Uncurl those back toes. Take your hands on top of your thigh. Think about pulling the thigh bone away. Take an inhale, get longer. And as you exhale, hug the floating ribs in and arch the upper back over. Now, once you're here, imagine that the back of your ribs can lift away from the top of your pelvis with your inhale. Exhale, roll a little forward further. Good, then gently unravel, lengthen the crown of your head away. Pull this front leg back to join the back leg and take your forearms to the floor. Go walk your knees back behind you, finding forearm plank either on your knees or the toes curled underneath you, or lengthen full long form. Push the floor away. Hug the elbow points together. Press the shoulders down the back. Now think of the bottom front ledge of your ribs. Hug them into your abdominals and kick back through your heels. Hug the inner thighs together and hold it here. Breathing big into the sides of your ribs. Yeah, 10 more counts before we move into our side plank on the other side. Big breaths into the sides. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now take those left fingertips towards your right forearm. Open up your chest and then take your choices. Maybe that right arm floats up. Maybe it stays in front of you. Maybe knees come to the floor. Now wherever your choice lands, take those hips up. 2 counts. And then float them toward the floor for 2. Maybe the arm comes over the head. And then back down. Good, float it over the head. And then lower down. Tons of control, right? Push that forearm into the floor. Feel your shoulder melt away from your ear. 3 more, take it over. And then back. 2 more, take it over. And then back. How are your ribs? Are they still contained? Last one. And then take it back. Now try to be as smooth as possible. As you float both forearms to the floor, find your plank hold. Yes, that's it, creatures. Press the shoulders away from your ears. Hug navel in. 10 counts, big breath. Exhale, kick back through your heels. Hug the inner thighs together. You got 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Puppy. Knees together to the floor. Hips behind your knees a little bit. Tens of fingers, walk your hands forward and melt chest toward earth. While you're here, pull the shoulders away from your ears and then breathe into the sides of your ribs. Inhale. Exhale. All right, then walk those hands back underneath your shoulders. Step your left foot in between your hands. Curl your right toes underneath you and lengthen your right leg. And then come back, facing forward, this wide angle stretch. Bend your knees. Inhale, and as you exhale, scoop through the abdominals and roll on up to standing. Cool. I'm going to use a roller for the next section of class as support, guys. Feel free to grab your roller or use a countertop, a wall, or go free form in the middle of the room. No problem. Whatever challenge will sound good to you. Now, in a moment, I'm going to take this roller and put it in front of me, but I want you to see my feet for this time being. I'm going to start in first position, okay? Narrow, athletic first, just like Pilates, less balletic. Okay, heels are together. We're going to start with bending the knees and lengthening them, okay? Bend and lengthen. Feel the feet bones spread wide. You're keeping the heels on the floor to start. Try to think about the heels draining deeper into the earth every time you bend your knees. So you hunt out a calf stretch. And on that note, I have a very tight calf and Achilles tendon. So if my knee bend looks shallow, don't let it be a hindrance to you. Go as deep as you can, maintaining the hips over the heels, the ribs over the pelvis, the back of the head aligned with those back of your ribs, okay? Take a bend and stretch. 2 more. Now last one, hold on the bend, guys. Take a big inhale, get longer. Exhale, roll the shoulders down the back body. Nice, now bend it a little bit deeper. Your heels might come off the floor. Go to your edge. Take another inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, roll the shoulders down the body. And then bend your knees a little bit deeper. The heels float off the floor 1 inch. If they're not touching, walk them together and squeeze them. Then take your hips down an inch and up an inch. And go down and up. Nice. Now I'm taking my roller in front of me because it's going to be good right there as we move into some deeper work. All right, take it down an inch and up an inch. Yes. Now the roller is an unstable object. So it's already going to challenge your core in a different way than the ballet bar. But then think about how you can be light on the roller and not use it, right? Take it down an inch and up. In order to achieve that, it helps if you squeeze your heels together. I won't see it, but we'll all feel it, right? Take it down and up. Take it down and up. Now, as you start to build heat in your legs and your lower body, check in that those knees are right over the second toe. They're not opening out too wide or too narrow. Keep squeezing those heels together to activate the inner leg line to support your body. Take it down an inch and up. You got 6 more here. Just 5. Last 4. Good. It's looking really good. Last 3. Just 2. Now last one, hold it here. Take it down 2 counts. Take your hips down towards your heels 2 counts. Try to come up just halfway. Use your breath. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press back up. Let's do 4 more, okay? Inhale, lower. And exhale, 3 more. I like to know how many more I have so I can really ride my edge or take good care of myself if I'm being a little gentler that day. This is our last one. Take it down. Hold it on the down, guys. Little pulses down and down. Now we're gonna do a little pattern. We're gonna do 4 pulses, and we're gonna step right foot out to second position. Keep your heel lifted. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg, take it out. 3, 2, and 1. Right leg, bring it in. Pulse 3, 2, and 1. Right leg, take it out. Pulse 3, 2, and 1. Right leg, bring it in. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Take it out. Pulse 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Pulse 3, 2, and 1. Take it out. Pulse 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Hold here. Just pulse and pulse. Pulse. Now feel your hamstrings. As your legs bend deeper, your hamstrings work harder. Feel the back of your leg. You got 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, let's rinse this out. Yeah. Take your hips down for 2. Come all the way straight. Good. Keep squeezing those heels together. Squeeze to lengthen. You got it. Take it down for 2. Nice. And then come up for 2. Beautiful, guys. Take it down for 2. Good, Jess. Press it up for 2. 4 more. Take it down for 2 and up for 2. You got it. 3 more. Down for 2 and then up for 2. Last 2. Take it down. Come back up. Okay, guys. We got to do the other side. Come down to your edge. Squeeze those heels. Nothing less bouncy. Go dig into your edge. Little pulse and pulse. Good. Feel your hamstrings turning on. You got 4, 3, then left leg, 2, and 1. Left leg. Take it 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it out. Go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Squeeze the heels. 3, 2, and 1. Take it out. 4, 3. Good. 2, and 1. Bring it in. Go 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 more steps. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. 4, 3. This is the last time. 2, and 1. Take it out. Go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back. 4, 3. Stay here. 2 and 1. Stay at your low point. Squeeze the heels. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Sink the hips a little bit lower. Now maybe you take that roller into your hands. Press into the hands, the roller, or your hands into the roller. Drop the ribs into your abdominals and float the arms up overhead. Good. Sink your hips a little lower. Hold for 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up. Plant that roller on the floor and step your feet out wider than your hips. Pull the booty back. Find a forward fold over that roller. All right. You might do a few bend and re-extends of the legs, guys, to really find your hamstrings. Make sure that you're not rounding from the back, but you're really creasing at the hips and taking the pelvis over the thigh bones. All right, we're here. I'm gonna bend your knees, relinquish the roller, and draw your hands into heart center. We arrived in sumo together. Take those hands to the bottom ledge of your front ribs, hug them in. Then lengthen the ribs away from the top of the pelvis without tucking your hips, okay? Now roll your right shoulder down the back, roll your left shoulder down the back, and pull those arms back like you're wearing a cape. Take your hips down an inch and up an inch. Reach through your fingertips, hug the triceps to the bone, and reach the knuckles a little longer and up. Now as you come up, think heels squeeze together. Take it down, heels squeeze. Take it down, heels squeeze. Take it down, heels squeeze. You got 8 and up. And go 7, maybe come up a little less. Stay down. It's legal to get your hips to knee height and up. Last 4, 3, and just 2. You guys hold it on the down. We're gonna pulse to finish. Pulse and pulse. We're just doing 20 of these, okay? And pulse. Now if your arms don't like it behind you, feel free to bring them back heart center. Or if you wanna challenge your upper back in a different way, flip the hands forward and maybe reach them up towards your hairline. You got 10 more. 9, go deeper. 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it here. Take a big inhale. Exhale, crease with those hips. Find a forward fold. Shake your head out, no. Nod your head, yes. And then walk your hands forward and set your knees on the floor. If you need a moment for a little water or a little reprieve, this is the time. And we're gonna take that roller, guys, and this is where it's optional to use as a stretch. I really like it to get into my hip flexors and open them up. So once you're doing it, you're gonna take your, with me, your shin bones on that roller and step your right foot forward. If you're not using the roller, cool, you're just in a low lunge right here, yeah? Okay, if you're not using the roller, curl your toes underneath you. If you are using the roller, lengthen that left leg. If you're not on the roller, you just curl those toes underneath you and lengthen the leg. And then everyone can bend the knee. And then re-lengthen the back leg. And then bend the knee. And then re-lengthen that back leg. If you're not on a roller, you just go back to that bend and re-extend. If you're on the roller, you can play with this. Reach those left toes away so that you pull your hips back, moving towards a square hip split. And then ground down to that front heel and then pull yourself forward using the front hamstring. Do it a couple more times. Inhale, let yourself glide back, deepening the stretch in the front of your left hip. High. Ground down through the right heel and pull yourself forward. One more time. Inhale, pull yourself back. And then exhale, come back forward. Float that back knee on the floor, guys. Keep the ribs anchored into the abdominals and then take your chest up. Inhale the left arm up towards the sky. And then take it to the outside of your right thigh and then gently rotate over your right shoulder. Don't use that arm to yank yourself around. Be nice. Feel inside. Feel your vertebra. Breathe into them. And then rotate from the vertebra. Then gently untwine. Take your hands down to the floor and bring your right leg back. Cool. You did it. Step your left leg forward. And you can either be here with the ankle bone on the roller or curl those back toes underneath you if you don't have a roller today. Inhale, lengthen that right leg back behind you. Exhale and soften. Inhale, reach, squeeze that right booty. How about it? Exhale and soften, contain the abdominal. One more time, inhale and lengthen. If you don't have a roller, you keep that bend and re-extend to open up the hip. If you have one, play by pulling the toe away from you, let the hips draw back. Then ground down to that front heel and use the heel and the hamstring to draw yourself forward again. Do it a few more times. Riding on the roller to open up the front of the body. Grounding down to the heel to reactivate the hamstring. One more time. Then come on back, guys. Float that back knee to the floor. Contain the ribs and lift the spine up in one lever. Inhale, reach the right arm up towards the sky. And then exhale, take the forearm to the outer edge of your left hip, or left thigh, excuse me. Okay, close your eyes maybe. Feel your vertebrae in your body. Inhale and lengthen them. Exhale and then rotate from within. Good, one more breath here. Exhale. Good, then gently untwine, guys. Float that right hand to the floor. Bring the left leg back. Okay, here's where you also have a choice to use your roller to remove stability from your shoulders for our next section of class on all fours. Oh, I forgot to mention too, in those lunges or wherever, if you want padding for your knees, grab that, okay? All right, and if your weights are handy too, we're gonna just grab them after this section of class, so you could just set yourself up for success, okay? The breaks, spaghetti props, water, bathroom, meditate, totally cool. All right, guys, take your forearm, if you're using a roller, you can take your forearms onto that roller. If you're not using the roller, you can take your hands to the floor, or you could take your forearms down. The forearms on the floor is actually the hardest. It's tricky on your shoulders and a little hard sometimes to find the stability of the pelvis, but find your poison, okay? Push the floor away wherever you land and pull the shoulders away from your ears. On this roller, you can really feel the lats engaged to hold the stable. Then we're gonna push down with our right shin bone into the floor, lift the left leg up 90 degrees, okay? Flex the foot. You got it. That's it, my friends. Now imagine you're stamping the ceiling with your foot as you press up. You press and press. Okay, press and press. So most of you guys are seasoned Barre aficionados. You know the drill. You are only moving from where the hamstring inserts into the glute. The low back is quiet. The torso is quiet. But this is challenging everything. You're essentially in a plank while you're using your leg to increase the resistance in your posterior line. So everything plank related applies here. Keep the shoulders pressing down away from your ears and the forearms or the hands pressing into the floor or the roller. Contain the front ledge of the ribs up and into the abdominal sheath as you keep pressing up and up. Maybe it gets a little smaller because you found your edge, you're just pushing into it. Really lighting up that left butt. Now your right hip is getting work too. That's your stable standing leg. So I want you to notice if you've displaced weight over to the right, and I want you to fix that by pushing the right shin bone into the floor and shifting your weight over towards your left a little, okay? You got 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it right here, guys. Keep that pelvis totally anchored or facing the floor and open the knee out. Take it out for 2 and then pull it back in for 2. Take it out, externally rotating the leg, and then pull it back into parallel. Now you're gonna be tempted to let that knee drip towards the floor. Don't let it happen. Try to keep the height as you open, and even more, keep the height as you close. Usually I think about finishing up the close with little press up. So you take it open for 2, and then you close and little press up. Take it open for 2, and then as a close, little press up. Take it open for 2, and then a close, little press up. 3 more. Take it open for 2, close, little press up. 2 more. Take it open for 2 and close, little press up. Now take it open for 2, hold it here. Flex that foot, and like you're pushing something away you don't want, push the foot long, and then pull the knee back in. That external rotation, press it away, pull it back in. Adding on, you press it away, you pull it back in, come back to internal rotation, little press up. Take it open for 2, press it back for 2, pull it in for 2, internal rotation for 2, external for 2, kick back for 2, pull it in for 2, internal for 2. Now single it out, take it open, push it back, pull it in, internal, take it open, push it back, pull it in, internal. Now don't lose it out here. Push something away you don't want. Pull it in, squeeze it in, take it open, push it back, bend the knee, squeeze it in. 3 more, take it open, push it back, squeeze it in, internal. 2 more, take it open, push it back, come in, internal. This is the last one. Take it open. We're going to stay out here. Open it out. Now take your right forearm on the floor or the roller. Extend your left arm out. Open up that left hip. Oh, you guys, lift the leg up, then press it back. Lift it up, press it back. Now being on that unstable object is challenging your core more. So if it's taking away from your focus on the posterior line of your left leg, ditch it. Take it up, press it back. You got it. Last 6 and back. Just 5 more here. Just 4 more and a hold. 3, press it back. Last 2 and back. Last 1, you got it, you guys. Hold it right here. Reach the heel away, pull the front ledge of the ribs in, press your shoulders away from your ears and lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And you did it. Float that leg down. Nicely done. Good. That was beautiful. Hold, friends. Okay. Your 2 choices or a bunch of choices for a stretch, but we want to open up this hip. If you have the roller and you want to, take the knee onto the roller and take a pigeon over the roller, combing through. Sometimes pigeon, though, is not fun on the roller for some people, so feel free to take it to the floor. And sometimes pigeon is tricky no matter what. So if you want pigeon's not your jam, cross that left leg, whichever leg you worked, over your right thigh, and use your right foot and your hands to prop yourself up to open up the hip. Okay, you're on pigeon, either on the floor or on the roller. Find a spot where it feels good to just surrender to gravity if you haven't already. Use your breath to create length between each vertebra, and then let yourself surrender into the stretch as you exhale. Give yourself a couple more breaths here, letting the hip open, the low back soften. And then as you're ready, go ahead, walk your hands back, and bring your leg back behind you. If you move your padding like I did, grab it. Let's do the other side, okay? I'll turn so it's slightly more approachable angle. Okay, pick your medicine for how you want to support your shoulders or challenge them in this position. So either the roller, the forearm from the floor, or the hands. Once you arrive there, get some integrity there, pull the shoulders away from your ears, lengthen the crown of your head, push the left shin bone into the floor and lift your right leg up. Flex that right foot and start to stamp the sky. Press it up and up. Okay, keep going here, friends. And then make sure that you haven't just placed weight into the left hip. I already did it. So I'm going to push that left shin bone into the floor. Shift your weight over to the right. And then really your pelvis is just resting on top of that left femur bone. So scan that front hip crease and see if you have any habitual tension in that front left hip crease that you don't need. And see if you can let it go. Okay, and if that felt hair is like a little elusive or fuzzy, it's okay. Now keep pressing that foot up, like there's literally something you're pushing towards the sky. And think about how your hamstring is working to hold the leg bent and how your glute is working to extend the hip to allow the leg to push up and up. And then notice if the ribs have dipped down towards the floor and hug them up and into the abdominals. Yes, that's it. I said all those corrections. Good, you guys, press and press. Keep pressing. And make sure that if you're like me, you haven't externally rotated a little bit. Hug the inner thighs towards each other energetically. You got 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now try to keep that height. Keep your hips facing the floor and open the leg out for 2, the knee out and in for 2. So just rotating the femur bone in the hip socket and then close. This is one of my very most favorite moves, especially in this position. I love it because as I externally rotate, I can start to feel my glute med waking up to open the knee. And then my glute max is already on fire. Take it open, come in. Okay, and then keep that quality, guys, where you pull the knee in and a little press up on the close. Take it open for 2. Little pull in and press up. Take it open for 2. Pull in and press up. 4 more. Take it open. You pull in and press up. 3 more. You pull in and press up. Last 2. You pull in and press up. Now last one, hold it on the open and then lengthen the leg, push the foot away, pushing someone away, and then pull the knee in and then push someone away. Pull it in and then push away. Good. Pull it in, push away, adding on. Pulling in, internal rotation, little press up. Open out, and then push away, push kick, right? Pull it in, internal rotation, little press up. Open up, push away, push kick. Pull it in, internal rotation, press up, smooth it out. Take it open, kick it back. Pull it in, internal. Take it open, kick it back. Pull it in, internal. 5 more, take it open, kick it back. In, internal. 4 more, take it open, kick it back. Pull it in, internal. 3 more, take it open, push it back. Take it in, internal. Last 2, take it open, push it back. Pull it in, internal. Last one, we're gonna stay here. Lengthen it out. Take your left forearm on the roller or the floor. Lengthen your right arm out and then open up that right hip. Good, you guys. Now lift the leg up against the stillness of your pelvis and spine and then lift it up an inch and press it back. L shape. Lift it up, press it back. This is it. The grand finale here. So you know that the end is coming. Can you get as much out of this as humanly possible? Pull those shoulders away from your ears. Create length in the upper trapezius. Hug the bottom ledges of your ribs into the abdominal sheath. Oh, that lengthens my low back so much more. And then lift it up and press it back for 6 and back. And go 5 and back. 4 and back. 3. Just 2 more and a hold. Yes, creatures, last one. Hold it right here. Good. Reach the leg a little bit longer. Scoop the abdominal stronger. Reach, reach, reach. And then lower it down. You guys, let's do that stretch on the other side, okay? So pigeon on the roller, pigeon off the floor, on the floor, or figure 4, sitting up, okay? Or on the ground, whatever you want. Take your right knee on the roller if you're doing pigeon on the roller. And it's kind of a sloppy pigeon on the roller, right? The hips can come out to the edge. You can comb through the glutes. And then the closer you go to your knee, the more the sits bone drips behind you, deepening the stretch. The closer you go to the hip, the more support you have. So find a place where it feels substantial, but not crazy. Pause, take an inhale, reach to the crown of your head. And as you exhale, walk your hands forward maybe, or you might just energetically soften without even moving mechanically. You can be here. If pigeon is tricky for your knees and hips or ankles, totally understand. Right leg can cross over the left, and you can use your arms to lift out and long for your spine and play with walking the left foot forward or back, excuse me, to open up the hip. Wherever you are, take a big inhale, exhale, and then walk those hands back, guys, and take your knee off the roller. This is a little harder on my sticky mat than it is and at the studio on the nice slippery floors, but take your elbows to the floor, guys, and then walk your knees away from each other, coming into a inner thigh and groin release. Okay, take a big breath into your pelvis. Exhale, and then think about playing with pulling the sits bones back, floating forward. A couple more times, just let the inner thigh soften. One more breath here. And then use your abdominals, tether them towards your spine, then draw your knees in towards you underneath your hips. Okay, we're gonna start kneeling with weight work today, friends. So find yourself on some padding if your knees are sensitive. And if you don't like this on your knees, feel free to ditch it and just come into standing, okay? We're gonna end up standing eventually anyhow. And then find your weight. All right, here we are, we've arrived here. You have choices with your lower legs. You can push the shin bones into the floor with the top of the feet long, or if it feels better, you can curl your toes underneath you. Cool. Okay, take your arms out in front of you guys, put the palms to face the floor. Take a moment, push the shin bones of the feet into the floor, lift up out of the pelvis, out of the thigh bones, and then open the arms out. Take them open. Good, and then come back center. Good, take them open, and then come back center. Now, as we start to get the shoulders in the party, press them away from your ears and find resistance in both directions. You push open, and then squeeze, come back together. Push open. Now maybe you matrix it back, take it matrix back. Take it open, good, matrix back. You got it, take it back open, matrix it back. Now if you open, keep those ribs embedded into the abdominals, take it back. 3 more, take it open, looking good. And then take it back, yes, 2 more, take it open. Good, take it back, hold it right here, guys. Press the heads of the weights together and little bend, reach, and reach. Feel the quadriceps lengthening, draining to the floor. Try to find some pleasure here. I know it's intense. You got 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come on up. Take the hands to your hips. Step your left foot forward, curl your back toes underneath you, and find a square lunge. We made it. Float those hands forward in front of you, palms face each other, and let's do some bicep curls. Pull the hands in, press it out, pull it in and out. Nice. Okay, here we are. Push down into that front heel. Pull the front femur bone into your hip socket. Squeeze that back booty and out. Now maybe the hips go down an inch and up. Take it down and up. Hug the inner leg line together, guys, and then roll the shoulders down the back body. You got 6 and up. Go 5 and up. 4 and up. 3. Last 2. Now last one, hold it here, guys. Lengthen those arms out. Flip the palms to face the floor. Now tuck the chin and lift the back of the ribs as you arc forward. And then lift that right arm up, lengthen the legs, open your chest, and bend those elbows into your back pocket, second position. Good, lengthen the arms out, stand up. Lift them up over your head if your chandelier allows, and your shoulders, and then come into a square lunge. You round over. Then lengthen it up. For 2, pull the elbows in. For 2, lengthen out. For 2, drop down. For 2, lift it up. For 2, pull the elbows in. For 2, get big. For 2, then carve through center. Do it a couple more times. Moving slow but big. Yeah. Take it out. For 2 and over. For 2. Last one. Lift it up. You guys are going to stay in second position. Hold it right here. Roll your right shoulder down the back. Roll your left shoulder down the back. Pick up that right heel, then left. Good, now float the hands in and in. Take them out and out. Rotator cuff in and in. Float it out and out. 5 more. Pull it in. Then push it back out and out. Pull it in. Then push it back out and out. 3 more. Pull it in. Push it back out and out. Last 2. Pull it in. Push it back out and out. Last one. Push it back out and out. That left heel's up, guys. Drop that left knee to the floor and drop the knee down the ground. Bring the right leg back to join it. Take your arms out in front of you. Low V, flip the palms to face the sky. Micro bend the elbows. Figure 8. Take it over and open. Take it over and open. Take it over. Okay. These can be as large or as small as you desire. I'm gonna grab my AirPod. Just keep on going. Over and open. Take it over and open. Looking good. Over and open. Maybe add that matrix. Hit back and come back up. maybe matrix, hip back and come back up. 4 more, take it back and up and up. 3 more, take it back and up and up. Last 2, back and up and up. Now last one, you know what's coming, hold it on the back, little pulse in with the arms and in. You got 8 and 7, again, find pleasure for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands to hips, come back up. Step your right foot forward. Curl the left toes underneath you. Lift up into your square lunge. Now float those hands forward in front of you guys. This time, flip the palms to face the floor and take the back of the hands towards your forehead and then flip them back down. Good. Take it in and down. Maybe the hips go down an inch and up. Go down and up. Now really root down through that front heel. Pull the front thigh bone into your hip socket. Squeeze the inner leg line together and out. You got 6. Go 5. Last 4. 3, 2. Last one, hold the arms long. If it feels good to you, pull the front floating ribs back, arc over your front leg, and then stand up. Open up out. Pull the elbows into your back pockets, bend your knees, second position. Good. Stand up, lift the arms up, float over, drop down into your square lunge, maybe arc over. And then stand up, come back to second, bend both knees. 2 counts. Take it up for 2. Square lunge for 2. Get tall for 2. Second position for 2. Good. Take it up for 2. Square lunge for 2. Take it up for 2. Second position. 3 more. Take it up for 2. Square lunge for 2. Take it up for 2. Second position for 2. 2 more. Take it up for 2. Square lunge for 2. Take it up for 2. Second position. Last one. Take it up for 2. Square lunge for 2. Take it up for 2. Second position. Hold right here. Take a big inhale. Exhale, sink your hips a little lower. Hold 6 and 5. Squeeze your biceps. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the legs. Turn your toes towards your front. Float forward. Forward fold. Shake your head no. Nod your head yes. And then walk your knees underneath you and set the weights over to the side for a moment. Instead of doing triceps with the weights today, let's do some reverse planks, tricep push-ups, okay? Now these can be tender on wrists too. So if that's you, feel free to make a fist and push the fists into the floor, or you could do these holding onto the sides of a chair and that actually relieves pressure on the wrist. Otherwise, take your hands in front of you, look at the back of your hands and spread the fingers wide. Keep that intention in your hands and slide them back behind your hips. Bend your elbows, pull the elbow points towards each other behind you, and take your shoulders forward, lift them up, pull them back, and then draw them down. That's where those bad boys are gonna stay, okay? Knees are bent, feet are on the floor, pick your hips up off. Good. Now, remember, the shoulders stay down the back of the ribs. The elbows are gonna bend. That might move down 2 inches or down 1/4 of an inch, it don't matter. And up, take a bend, push away. Take a bend, push away. Take a bend and lengthen. Go bend and lengthen. Nice. Now from here, guys, feel free to pick your right knee up into tabletop and up. Take a bend and up. Take a bend, maybe lengthen it all the way up. Little pulses and pulse. Go pulse and pulse. For 5, 4, 3, 2, put that right leg down, set your hips down and rotate through the wrist. Okay, let's do it again. If your wrists are grumpy, take fists to the floor. Otherwise, spread those fingers wide. Pull the heels of your hands behind your hips. Open up your chest and then lift the hips up off the floor. Take a bend and lengthen. Bend and lengthen. As you bend the arms, guys, so your elbows pull towards each other behind you, chest stays nice and wide. Maybe pick the left leg up off the floor. Bend, maybe lengthen that leg up. Take a bend and lengthen. Go bend, maybe little pulses. Go pulse and pulse for 8 and 7. This is it. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put that foot down. Take your hips to the floor. Cross your legs and give yourself some wrist circles. Nice, guys. Take your right arm up. Flip the palm towards behind you and touch your fingertips to your right scapula. Keep the ribs soft and engaged in the abdominals. And take the opposite hand and gently pull the elbow back. Nice. Keep the ribs contained, guys. And if you want to, take a side bend away from that bent arm or the triceps that's stretching. Good. And then upright your body, switch your sides. Left arm up, put the palm behind you and touch the fingertips to your scapula. Keep the ribs softened in the abdominals. And then from there, pull the elbow back to lengthen the triceps. Take a breath, and maybe you inhale and lengthen, exhale and ride that breath into a soft side bend. You can even use the back of your head a little, kind of push the head into the arm. Maybe that deepens the stretch, but don't let the ribs lift, okay? Good. And then inhale, come back up. Take those arms out. Okay, you guys, from here, let's go ahead, take our feet in front of us. We're gonna do some last bit of abdominal work on our backs. Okay, I'm actually gonna turn because we're gonna do some leg circles, and I keep hitting that cabinet. All right, take an inhale, just one Pilates roll down. Let's make it count, right? Arms in front of your shoulders, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, use your abdominals to lower down one vertebra at a time. And if you don't like roll downs, I totally understand. Just come to the floor, lie down, okay? Roll all the way down. And then take your hands down by your sides, low V. Roll your right shoulder down the back, roll your left shoulder down the back, and then think of the back of the ribs really imprinting into the floor. Draw your right knee over your hip into a tabletop and lengthen that right leg out. Your left leg is bent still and the foot's on the floor for a moment. Now, take your hands, interlace them behind that right hamstring and press the hamstring into your hands. Feel the right sits bone press away from you, and then keep that energy. Flex the left foot that's on the floor and slide it slowly away from you. Don't let that right butt bone creep up, okay? And then take your hands back to the floor. All right, now take big circles with that right leg, or circles that make sense for your hips, low back, and that don't allow you to move or wobble in your torso or pelvis at all while you're doing this. Now, if it feels like sci-fi to have the right leg straight, bend it. If it feels precarious on your low back to have the left leg long, bend the knee, put the foot on the floor, okay? And then I want you to get hella honest. Are you making sure you're not moving your torso at all? Imagine that we're in class and I am putting stable, loving hands on your hip points and holding them down. And then when you're ready, guys, reverse those circles, play with it. Take your leg wide. Oh, as it comes over the side, that hip anchors into the floor further. Get an IT band stretch while you're working through some deep core strengthening. So good for us. 3 more, okay? 2 more. All right, 1 more circle at your own pace. And then as you're ready, take that right leg over the right hip. Now from here, take your right hand to the back of your right hamstring again. Press the hamstring into the hand. Take your left hand and push the heel of the hand away from you over your shoulder. Now inhale, and as you exhale, I want you to reach for the heel of the hand and peel head, neck, and shoulders up off the floor. And then exhale, lower back down. Good, inhale at the bottom, exhale, curl yourself back up. Inhale as you lower back down. 1 more time, exhale, curl yourself back up, hold it here. Roll your shoulders down the back body, and from the ribs, pull them down, and then lift yourself up. Ribs pulled down to lift up. Ribs pulled down to lift up. Ribs pulled down, and you lift. So think about yourself trying to get up out of bed, right? You don't normally do it with your leg in a 90-degree angle, but if you want to create that functional strength, maybe both hands reach. Or if your neck is grumpy, take 1 hand behind your head. You got 5 more here. Think up and hold. Up and hold. Last 2. Up and hold. Last one, you know what's coming. It's a hold. Hold it right here. Take a big inhale. Exhale, curl up a little higher. Tether the navel down for 4, 3, 2. Put both feet on the floor, bend both knees. Hands down by your side. Okay, take a moment, guys. Breathe into your collarbones and the ribs beneath them. Exhale, and then roll your left shoulder down the back body. Roll your right shoulder down the back body. Anchor the ribs and flip the left foot up over your hip. Take your hands, interlace them, and put them behind your hamstring, and push the hamstring into your hand such that the leg will traction your spine longer and your sits bone reaches towards the wall in front of you. All right, now try to keep that length on the left side of your lower back as you flex the right foot, and slowly, slowly, slowly lengthen that right leg away like you're gonna stand on it. Then take your hands back down by your sides, low V, and start to make big circles with that left leg. Feel the femur bone moving in the hip socket, but everything else is quiet. So you might even scan to see if you can feel with your hand if everything is still. I had to get way more honest when I touched my right hip with my hand. I could feel it lifting up and away. And then once you're here, see if you can feel pleasure in the movement of your femur bone and the hip socket, pleasure in how long your spine is getting while you do this good work for yourself. And make choices too. If it feels like sci-fi to have the leg straight, bend it. If it feels better in your low back to put the right foot on the floor, knee bent, do it. And then reverse your circles, guys. Take them around the other direction. Do not let your butt lift up off the floor at all, right? Keep that left butt anchored as you come over across the line, midline. Ooh, delicious IT band stretch. A few more circles here, okay? 2 more circles. 1 more, and then we're gonna meet with that left knee or foot over the hip. Take your left hand to the back of your hamstring. Take your right hand, flex to the heel of your hand. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl head, neck, and shoulders up off the floor. Inhale, create space as you lower down 1 vertebra at a time. Exhale, curl back up. Inhale, lower back down. 2 more times like this. Exhale, curl up. And then lower back down. And then 1 more time, hold at the top now. Now pull the ribs down to lift your chest. Up an inch and down. Lift and lower. Keep that left sits bone pressing away from you, okay? So you lift and lower. You got 5. Go 4, 3, 2. Nice work, friends. Now last one, just hold here. Maybe both hands reach away. Press your shoulders away from your ears. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw your knees into your chest. You did it. Let the back of your neck lengthen. Shake your head no. And then come into a happy baby, taking a hold of the out steps of your feet, insteps, shin bones or hamstrings, whatever feels good for you. Think about your sits bones energetically pressing away from you. Anchor the ribs down, and then think about the outer arm bones hugging down and into the shoulder joint. And then breathe into your inner thighs. If it feels good, you might open the legs out into a straddle. Think about reaching through the heels to achieve this as opposed to pressing into the knee joint. Take a big inhale wherever you've landed. Exhale. And then draw your knees in or your feet in, bend your knees and roll over to one side. Press yourself up to sitting and then find your roller. Grab it. Let's roll out our quadriceps. Take your forearms to the floor, thigh bones on the roller. Start to comb through. Now, if you don't have a roller, no problem. You can stretch out your quadriceps here, prone on the floor. You just take your forearm underneath or your hand underneath your head and you fold one leg in half. Reach back with the same side hand. You want to feel a lift of the abdominals and a reach away with the knee. And make sure you feel the energy of knee to knee together too. You can breathe into that. My friends that are on the roller, feel free to go into your vastus lateralis by taking your left hand on the floor, left knee on the roller, internally rotate the right thigh bone and take a cruise through the outer blade of the right quadriceps. You might play with folding the right leg in half, windshield wipering through the lower leg to hunt out a release on any sticky spots. Let your breath flow, let yourself drop into your inner landscape, and let your tissues learn that it's okay to let go. And then as you're ready, let those legs lengthen. Take a comb through both quadriceps. If you're prone on the floor, you can switch your sides if you haven't already. And then as you're ready, that right hand comes onto the floor, right knee on the roller, internally rotate the left thigh, and then glide slowly forward through the thigh bone, up to the knee but not over it, and back up the thigh bone. You can take it into the hip crease here if that calls to you as well. Might feel good to fold the leg in half. Keep a scoop of the abdominals here. All of the work you've been doing has prepared you for this moment, right? You have the strength to hold yourself here because of their bar work so that you can let everything else relax and soften. All the efforting is for now, this moment. Give yourself 2 more big breaths. If you need more, feel free to stay there. That's definitely true in any rolling. If you want to, lengthen both legs out, comb through, and this time turn your toes away from each other. You might widen the legs if you have a long roller, and then you'll get the inner thighs and the inner lines of your quadriceps. Again, keep that gentle scoop of the abdominals and a soft press of the shoulders away from your ears. Neck is relaxed, jaw is soft. You'll play with folding one or both legs here in half if you want, windshield wipering. And then as you're ready, and no rush, let the roller slowly glide back up to your hips. Let the knees bend and soften onto the floor. Walk your hands back. Knees or toes together, knees wide. And if you have a roller, take your forehead, like where your third eye is, onto the roller. If you don't, you can just let your arm, you can just let your head come down into a child's pose, or sweep your hands back behind you for embryo. And breathe into the front of your skull bones like you have an eye there. And as you exhale, you can see through that eye. Let yourself soften, and you might play with turning your gaze from side to side. And then come back to center. Give yourself a gentle scoop of the abdominals to upright your body. And then we'll close out class. 3 breaths together. Find a comfortable seated position. You might just use that roller. Yeah, go ahead. Nice, guys. Oh, thanks for coming, joining me today. Let's take 3 breaths. Big inhale, arms up overhead. Yeah. Exhale, reach out and away. Good. Yeah, another couple times, big inhale. This always feels a little romper room as I get to see all you guys open back up. And one more time together, big inhale. Take those hands together and draw that loving energy into your heart center. Thanks so much for joining me this morning, friends. Have a great Thursday. Here we go. Feel free to unmute if you want to say goodbye or hang out for a few.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
That was a great class,
you.
Tam. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Jess. Thanks for being here.
My ass is already sore.
I know, I'm sore too from all of the stuff.
I am just like the sweatiest, gross mess ever. So I just want to say thank you.
Yeah, awesome, Sarah. I'm glad I got you sweaty.
I'm very sweaty as well. Like,
Yay. Okay, excellent. I'm definitely sweaty today, but I always sweat when I teach. So it just doesn't even, you know, whatever. I'm glad you guys got sweaty too.
thank you very much. Have a
Yeah.
nice day.
Thanks, guys. Have a great one. Deborah, you doing
Thanks,
all right?
Tam.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah,
Deborah.
that's good.
Good. Awesome. Thanks for coming. I'll see you soon, okay?